The Trump White House is no stranger to chaos. From the earliest days of his first term, President Trump seemed to embrace a management style that thrived on conflict and competition among his advisors. But in his second term, the infighting has reached new levels of intensity, with damaging consequences for the country. Sources inside the administration paint a picture of a White House paralyzed by paranoia, backstabbing, and a president more interested in settling scores than solving problems. One of the most visible flashpoints in recent weeks has been the Defense Department, where Secretary 𝐇𝐎𝐿 has become a lightning rod for controversy. A former Fox News personality with no prior government experience, 𝐍𝐿 has alienated career Pentagon officials with his abrasive style and penchant for making major policy pronouncements on air without consulting experts. This has led to a series of embarrassing blunders, including the accidental disclosure of classified information about a drone strike in Yemen during a live interview on Fox and Friends. The situation at the Pentagon is emblematic of a broader pattern within the Trump administration, where loyalty to the president often trumps experience, expertise, or even basic competence. Time and again, Trump has surrounded himself with individuals who seem chosen more for their willingness to flatter his ego and parrot his talking points than for their ability to effectively govern. This has created an atmosphere of fear and uncertainty, where officials are afraid to speak truth to power or offer dissenting opinions for fear of being fired or sidelined. The result is an administration adrift, unable to effectively address the many challenges facing the country. From the ongoing pandemic to the growing threat of climate change, the Trump administration seems incapable of developing coherent policies or implementing them effectively. And as the infighting and dysfunction continue to escalate, the American people are left to wonder, who is really in charge? 𝐇𝐎𝐿's tenure at the Pentagon has been marked by a series of controversies and scandals, many of them stemming from his close ties to far-right media figures and conspiracy theorists. One of the most influential of these figures is Laura Loomer, a notorious provocateur banned from most social media platforms for hate speech and harassment. Despite her extremist views, Loomer maintains close ties to the Trump White House and is a frequent guest at Mar-a-Lago. Loomer has used her platform to relentlessly attack perceived enemies within the administration, accusing them of being disloyal to Trump or part of a deep state conspiracy to undermine his presidency. These attacks have often been amplified by 𝐍𝐿, who has used his position at the Pentagon to promote Loomer's conspiracy theories and target her enemies. This has created a toxic atmosphere of paranoia and suspicion within the Defense Department, where officials are afraid to speak out against 𝐍𝐿 or Loomer for fear of retaliation. The 𝐍𝐿-Loomer alliance is just one example of the dangerous influence that far-right media figures have gained within the Trump administration. Trump himself is an avid consumer of right-wing media, and he has repeatedly shown a willingness to elevate figures like Loomer and 𝐍𝐿, who share his worldview, regardless of their qualifications or lack thereof. This has created a feedback loop where extremist voices are amplified and legitimized by the president himself, further fueling the cycle of paranoia and division. As the 2024 election approaches, the Trump administration is showing no signs of abandoning its embrace of conspiracy theories and far-right extremism. If anything, these forces seem to be gaining even more influence within the White House. This is a deeply troubling trend that should alarm all Americans regardless of their political affiliation. While the drama at the Pentagon has dominated headlines, another crisis has been brewing in the realm of economic policy. Trump's signature issue, trade, has become yet another battleground for infighting and dysfunction within the administration. Despite his promises to bring back American jobs and revitalize the manufacturing sector, Trump's trade wars have had the opposite effect, driving up costs for consumers and businesses alike. At the heart of the turmoil is Trump's chaotic approach to economic policymaking. He has repeatedly contradicted his own advisors, issuing impulsive tweets and making pronouncements on trade deals that have sent shockwaves through global markets. This erratic behavior has created a climate of uncertainty and unpredictability, making it difficult for businesses to plan for the future. Further exacerbating the situation is the revolving door of personnel in key economic positions. Trump has cycled through a series of advisors and cabinet secretaries, each with their own ideas and agendas. This lack of continuity has made it impossible to implement a coherent economic strategy, leaving businesses and investors to navigate a constantly shifting landscape. The consequences of this dysfunction are real, and they are being felt by Americans every day. The tariffs imposed by the Trump administration have raised prices on everything from washing machines to soybeans, costing American consumers billions of dollars. Meanwhile, businesses large and small are struggling to cope with the uncertainty and volatility in the global marketplace. The chaos and dysfunction that have come to define the Trump administration are not simply the result of bad luck or a few bad actors. They are the direct consequence of Trump's leadership style, which prioritizes personal loyalty above all else. From the very beginning of his presidency, Trump has surrounded himself with individuals who are more interested in currying favor with him than in serving the best interests of the country. This loyalty over competence approach has had a devastating impact on the federal government. Talented and experienced civil servants have been sidelined or driven out, replaced by political appointees with little to no relevant experience. Agencies have been hollowed out, their missions undermined by political interference and a lack of clear direction from the top. The consequences of this erosion of expertise and professionalism are all around us. The government's response to the COVID-19 pandemic was hampered by a lack of coordination and a disregard for scientific evidence. The State Department, once a bastion of American diplomacy, has been decimated by departures and low morale. And the Justice Department has been politicized to an unprecedented degree. As Trump's presidency enters its final year, the damage he has inflicted on American democracy is becoming increasingly clear. He has undermined the rule of law, eroded public trust in institutions, and deepened divisions within American society. The consequences of his presidency will be felt for years to come.
Hey, we all want to scale our business. Hey, I have the answer for you today to help you do that. If you're looking to scale from 5, 6, even 7 figures and beyond, book called Be Good, Be Brief, Be Gone. I'm going to give it to you for free. All you have to do is type in growfast.cash. I say again, growfast.cash, and you can download the book for absolutely free. I hope the book helps you this year. Take your business to the next level. Again, go grab the book, growfast.cash. I say again, growfast.cash. I wish you the best and grow, scale, and win.
There it is. Magnum. Holy moly.
Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for!
Dear God, it's beautiful.